Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Coding My Way In. And as you can see, your boy is finally learning TypeScript. I started learning this Monday and I'm already like 5 days in. 5 days into this journey of learning TypeScript. So I'm not necessarily studying from here. I just did it because I'm just going to take the picture for the video. But what I've been using to study is this amazing tutorial that I found from Free Code Camp. So it came through clutch because I wanted a tutorial like a crash course. That's the way that I've been learning. I use a crash course and then I use it in a project. So I saw some that were too old or they were like 10 hours long and I'm like, man, I don't have time for that. I need something straight to the point. I just need the basics and then enough for me to get the ball rolling. And I found this tutorial and it's been clutch, guys. So I'm already done with it, but I've learned so much from it. And what the instructor is doing is taking you step by step, like defining types, different literals, type narrowing, and you know the difference between union literal types, void, any, all that good stuff. You know how the importance of defining types in your code. So it helps you have, it protects your code so you have less bugs at the end, because that's the problem with JavaScript. The vanilla version is that you have too much freedom, and because it's so dynamically typed, it makes it bug prone, meaning when you build an entire application, you don't know sometimes that you have a problem until you go into production. But what TypeScript does, it makes sure, man, that you're keeping things in check, doing things how they're supposed to, and I'm actually enjoying it so far. Now here's the thing, I don't want to brag like I'm this genius, but the way that TypeScript was being explained to me before I started learning, it was like this crazy thing, very difficult, and so far in this tutorial it's been very easy for me to understand and grasp the concepts. So probably it's gonna get a lot more difficult as I learn more difficult concepts, but like the basics, the fundamentals of it has been for me very straightforward to understand. So I'm very happy so far with what I'm learning, and what I'm doing is I'm taking notes like I always do. And if you are interested in seeing my commits and stuff, I have it here, TS Crash 2025. I put a README, so if you don't know how to run TypeScript with a basic index HTML file, here I give you a breakdown how to do it very easily. And what I'm doing, I'm just uploading the different commits as I go. Like I said and shown in the past, learn about each commit is a different thing that I learned. And then I just make sure I put learn, and then I write the topic that I learned. And that's how it's been. So the other thing that I've been using is, man, I don't care what nobody says, AI is amazing. What I'm doing is, every time I get a little bit confused, I literally have this entire conversation saved only for TypeScript. I literally told them, so what I tell Gemini, hey, this is what I've learned, this is what I'm understanding, and then what it does is, it gives me a little bit more feedback and things that I might not be too sure. So I tell them, hey, I understood this concept, and I show an example, and I'm also showing when something like kind of doesn't click. For instance, where is a good example? There was one. Oh, here, I finished a lesson on return types, but I'm a bit confused about the concept still, which is great. Gemini gave me an explanation, and it finally made sense what this return type was. What was the purpose of using undefined? Because at first I was very confused, but I'm using Gemini to help me understand the concept. So I'm not making it do anything other than being a mentor. It's just kind of cool to have someone not getting upset at you when you ask like little questions, like why, for instance, I was very confused why the or instead of this is just one, like this. And I'm like, oh, kind of weird, but explain it, well, that's the syntax. So you know what? It is what it is. That's how I'm using AI to learn. And then the final thing that I'm going to do, so my goal is to make sure Nissan Experience and the Shatter app, the Shatter application, are TypeScript versions. I'm going to make a TypeScript version for each one, hopefully. But before I do that, I'm actually going to go with this tutorial that just dropped today. So it's going to be a Google Drive clone using React, Next, and TypeScript. ironically the 3 technologies that I'm learning. And I think he uses Prisma, so I never used it before, but it's gonna be a new experience. So this Google Drive also uses Tailwind, so I'm gonna be using everything that I've been learning for the past year. So that's gonna be very exciting. And again, your boy is finally learning TypeScript. So little by little we get in there, and then once I do that, do some projects with it, then the next step is going to be learning Golang. But little by little, step by step, let's finish the story with TypeScript. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.